Book 3, Chapter 10, Heartache. It is a quiet day. I spend most of it in my room. While I'm resting on my bed with Scout Charles and Hemingway, I think about my great-grandfather and Sir and all that they have shared. Then I think about my great-grandfather's watch. This is a troubled time. Now would be a good time to receive guidance, I say to myself. I get out of bed. I'm dressed in my jeans. My t-shirt is all wrinkled from laying down. I go to my dresser drawer and remove the old box. Sky watches every move I make. I think he knows the magic that it holds. I sit on my bed and I hold the box. I feel that familiar tingling sensation as I open the lid. There it is, as beautiful as the day it was given to my father. I remove the watch and hold it in the palms of my hands. My heart hurts, I explain, feeling as though I am having a direct conversation with my great-grandfather. My heart is aching because Sir is no longer here. As I speak, a tear streams down my face. I remove the tear with the back of one hand, still holding the watch. I place my hands on my lap and open them, revealing the watch. I study the watch, but I don't hear any words. I would really like your help, I ask in a quiet tone. I feel my hands tingle again. This time my arms also feel funny. Then, just at that moment, I hear the words. The loss in your heart will soon be filled with gratitude. More tears stream down my face. I can't see how I could ever be grateful with not having Sir around to visit. Your heart will find a way, Finnan. Your heart will find a way. The tingling stops. It's like the conversation is over. I hold the watch a while longer and give thanks for the words. But my heart is aching, and I wonder how long it will be before I feel better. I gently place the watch back into the box and lie back down with my head propped up with the pillows. I hold the watch close to my heart, and I stare at the ceiling in hopes I will find comfort and relief. Sky Charles puts his head on my chest, as if to say, I am hurting too. And Hemingway purrs to us just like my mom singing her lullaby. We are together, and I can feel the love coming from both the box and the hearts of my pets. As I drift off to sleep, I hear my heart voice say, all things will look differently when you wake. I drift off into a deep and peaceful sleep. My dad enters my room as I am waking. He notices me holding the watch. Finn, he whispers, are you okay? It's been hours since you've come downstairs. Hours? I think. I am confused. It feels like I have been sleeping for 20 minutes. Dad, what time is it? It's late in the afternoon and your friends have arrived to see you. I am numb, but I do feel different. I feel more peaceful. Okay, Dad, I say, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. Dad removes the watch box from my hand and asks if I was able to hear any wisdom. Yes, Dad, I did. The words were about gratitude. That's good, Finn. That's good. We all must be grateful, especially during the darkest of times. Gratitude is healing, and it can allow a space to understand all the goodness there is, even with such loss. I sit up and fix my hair as it is standing up on end. Finn, your friends have come to see you, not your hair. I know, Dad, but look at it. Please tell them I'll be down in a minute. My dad places the watch back in the drawer. I can see he is giving thanks, like he does when he washes his hands. Sky Charles and Hemingway exit the room along with my dad, and it is quiet. Silence fills the air, I can hear my heart whisper the gentlest of whispers. Love, Finnan, is the answer to all great things. Love is the answer. I wet my hair and quickly brush my teeth. As I look at myself in the mirror, I sense that I am not alone. I steady my eyes, and through the sadness, I can see light. I lean in closer, and I can see kindness. I see the same twinkle that Sir always had, and at that moment, I know my great-grandfather and Sir will live in my heart forever. When I go downstairs, Limerick and Charles are sitting at the kitchen table with my family. Tiernan is sitting on Limerick's knee, soaking in all the attention. "Hey, Finnan," Charles says as he gets up from the table to greet me. "Hello, everyone," I say, patting down my wet hair. I take a seat and we all sit quietly. It is nice, comfortable. Then my dad starts to share some of the items in the journal left by Sir. Since we are all together, I would like to share what Edward has written for his wishes. He knew he wasn't going to be with us long, and he wanted each of you to know how much he cared. Charles and Limerick, he has some things he would like to give you, but first I want to share what he wanted Finnan to have. Have, I say out loud. I wasn't expecting anything. I know, Finn. This is a gift from Sir to you. He writes here in his journal that the first day he met you, he could see the kindness. He had just received the letter that gave him knowledge that his time here was limited, and it was that afternoon when he met you. He had also met Charles and Limerick that very day, and he was grateful for the gift that the three of you gave to him. I remember that day, Limerick says. He was crying, holding the letter. Charles looks to be deep in thought. I would have never thought that the letter held such news. Finnan, Sir has left you a gift of friendship. He wrote here that your compassion filled his heart that day, that you gave him a gift to be thankful for the time he had left and of purpose, by allowing him to do something that would leave a legacy you both could share, which was the fundraiser for the elephants, wildlife, and domestic animals. You inspired him to place his energy into doing something rewarding that contributed to the community and beyond. For that, he wanted you to know that you are the gift he was given to find happiness within as he walked his final steps. I sit in stillness, tears streaming down my face. Dad, I had no idea that I did all those things, that I was that important to him, and that my actions gave him courage. I had no idea. I place my head on the table and allow my tears to flow. I don't care who is around. I'm not embarrassed or shamed for feeling the way I do. It is about Sir. My heart hurts, but it is grateful too. And all of a sudden, I know what the words meant. The loss in your heart will be replaced with gratitude. It is a lot to absorb. I feel so sad, yet I am thankful to have been a gift to someone who I loved very much. Finnan, Sir has left you the treasure chest. That is why he asked you over to help him that day. He wanted to watch your eyes light up when you opened it, something he was afraid he might miss. I look at my dad in complete and total shock. Dad, I can't accept that gift. Have you seen the chest? I have, son, and yes, the gift is yours to keep. Edward has written that you gave him happiness and friendship, and he wants to honor you by sharing with you such wonderful items that will bring you happiness. Finnan, You cannot put a price tag on compassion and kindness, and because that is all you showed Edward, without even knowing his troubles, he wants to give you a gift in return. We all sit in silence. The treasure chest is the most fascinating thing I have ever laid my eyes on, and I am deeply grateful that we shared that afternoon together. Charles, Sir writes in his journal about the young man that will change the world with his writing. He wants to encourage your brilliance, and so he has placed aside money for you to attend a university where you can learn literature and become the author you are meant to be. Charles looks around the table in disbelief. I don't understand, he says with a look of confusion in his expression. Charles, the trust fund for your education is in place. You can go to any school you wish. Charles sits in disbelief, whispering, I didn't know I was that important to him. Charles, you were and are important, and your speech at the fundraiser that included him was from the heart. You recognized him in front of the community and gave him the gift of gratitude, the gift of feeling appreciated. Charles, you gave him these gifts as you honored him without direction from anyone but your heart. We are all overwhelmed by what we are hearing. The pieces of the puzzle are fitting in. I am hoping we'll find out who his beloved was to complete the picture of the puzzle that is slowly coming to light. Limerick, sweet Limerick, he writes here. You gave Sir the gift of laughter and the gift of beauty. He wrote that your inner beauty shines through to all others who are in your presence, and for that gift, the gift of youth, he has left you beautiful pieces of fine jewelry to be worn when you are older. Limerick sits with tears rolling down her red cheeks, tears so big they're almost splashing on the table. I miss him so much. My mom senses that we all need to gather ourselves and decides another round of hot chocolate and marshmallows will be served, along with toast fingers. Little Tiernan sits quietly on Limerick's knee and watches her tears make small puddles on the table. He looks up at Limerick and says, I'm going to have to put my circus boots on if you keep making puddles. Everyone suddenly burst into laughter. We are all astonished at how mature the little ringmaster has become. Limerick wraps her arms around Tiernan and hugs him so tightly. We can feel the love in the room. I hear my heart whisper, love is the answer to all things. This day, I completely understand the words.